Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just sitting here drinking coffee, and I was thinking I should go over this test with you, but we don't really have time in class. Plus, I feel like 65% of you don't really listen to me when I teach anyway. So maybe if I do this video, you'll have less distractions with all your friends, and you'll just be able to focus and concentrate on learning. Because it's not cool to learn in class, because then your friends know that you care. But you can learn at home, where no one will know that you like to learn, like normal people like to do. Alright, sorry, I'm done being sarcastic. I'm going over these questions from the Celebration of Learning. You need to retest by no later than Monday, so I can grade those and put them in before grades are due for Cycle 4. There were a couple versions, so I'm just going to maybe switch back and forth between the two versions. But guys, they're the same types of problems, so just follow along and replace whatever I'm doing with whatever numbers go with your particular version. Okay? Okay, cool. Let's get started. Number 1. What is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of 27 gone? Key words here are going to be sum of the interior, right? That should tell you to use the formula for the sum of the interior, which is 180 times n minus 2. So my n is the number of sides, right here, 27. So all I got to do is just take that and plug it in here. 27 minus 2, and then multiply that by 180. Make sure you do order of operations first, PEMDAS, which is parentheses first. So 180 times 25. And that's going to give me 4,500. So that's my answer, right? If you had this particular version, which had 27 sides, okay? If you had a different version, you just got to plug that in right here for the number of sides and solve. Okay? For number 2, if the sum, again, here's that word, sum of the interior angles is 2,340. So right there, that should tell me I'm going to use the following formula. It's the same one as before, 180n minus 2. But it gives me the sum, so 2,340 is the sum. How many sides does the polygon have? So I now know that my sum is 2,340. What I don't know is the number of sides, n. So you have to plug in your sum, whatever that may be. So if you have a different number, plug it in. How many sides does the polygon have? So we're just going to rewrite this formula, 180 n minus 2. And now we solve for n. Now you might be tempted to distribute the 180, which is fine. However, I think it's easier and less steps if you actually divide both sides by 180. That will end up canceling out this 180. And then over here, that would become, what, 11? Oh, no, not 11, sorry. That was the other one. Oh, dear. My bad. 2,340 divided by 180 is 13. Then bring down your n minus 2, okay? And then here's where a lot of us went wrong. A lot of you said, oh, that's my answer, I'm done. But no, you're not. You still have to add 2. Add 2. So n is 15 in this case, which is C. There are 15 sides of this polygon. Does that make sense? I have no idea if it does or not, because this is a video. Alright, moving on. Sorry if I seem tired or frustrated. It's just that I just made this super great long video and I realized the whole time that the microphone was turned off. So I have to redo it. I've already done all this. Alright, I'm done whining. We're moving on now. Okay. So number 3, now this is different, obviously, for different versions. I can do this one for the other version. Excuse me. In just a moment, but let's do this one first. Alright, guys, the first thing you should notice here is that these are interior angles, not exterior, interior. What that means is, in order to find x, I need to figure out what is the sum of these interior angles. What is the sum of all these interior angles, so I can add them all up and set it equal to that number. It's not 180, it's not 360. Okay, 360 is for exterior angles, 180 is for triangles. This is neither of those. So this is interior of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 angles, which means there's 5 sides. So it's a pentagon. So to get the sum of a pentagon, guess what we do? Same formula as before. 180 times n, which is 5, minus 2. 180 n minus 2. So that's going to be 180 times 3, which is 540. So the sum is 540. What that means, though, is that we're going to set up an equation by adding all these. So 5x plus 2 plus 7x minus 11 plus 13x minus 31 plus 8x minus 19 plus 10x minus 3 equals 540. Doesn't that look like fun? So from here, you want to combine all your like terms. So 5x, 7x, 13x, 8x, 10x. Okay, and just make sure you're being careful when you're adding and subtracting all of these. Make sure you're not making any silly mistakes. See, a lot of people just type some things wrong in the calculator, which is silly. So just be careful, go slow, but not too slow. So that's going to get 43x is what I got. Let me make sure I did that right. 5, 7, 13, 8, and 10. All right. Yeah, and then now we do the numbers. So here's all my numbers. Make sure that if there's a minus sign, you're subtracting it. Okay. Alright, so we got minus 62. Alright. And then I'm going to bring the rest down, so equals 540. So from here, we're going to now add 62 to both sides. Okay. So we got 540 plus 62. That's going to give me 602 equals 43x. Then we got to divide both sides by 43. Okay, and I'm getting x is 14. Yeah? Now if you're like, but Miss Coffee, I got that and it's marked wrong. Well, guess what that means? You probably didn't plug it in. We're looking for the measure of angle S, silly. I did give partial credit, so if you bubbled 14, you got some of the points. But to get that full credit, you got to go find the measure of angle S. So that's this one here. 13 times x, which is 14, minus 31. So 14 times 13. And then minus, oh dear. See, even Miss Coffee typed it wrong. Oh, so that's 182 minus 31 is 151 degrees. Okay, I'm going to pause here because when my videos are too long, it won't let me upload them. So we'll continue 4 and 5 in just a brief moment. Go to the next video, please.